What's up, guys? Corn2 coming at you with another figure review. Today I have for you another figure from the Dawson model Yu Yu Hakusho line. It is, once again, Yusuke Urameshi Dark Tournament version. Let's get into it. As always, before we take a look at the actual figure, we're going to take a look at the packaging. So this is the packaging here for Yusuke Urameshi from the Dark Tournament. This is the packaging. Very simple, green. You have the name right there. The window showing the figure, and then nothing at the top, nothing on the bottom, no on the side, just yellow. On the back there, you have a illustration of Yusuke, which is Yu Yu Hakusho Ghost Files. Little spirit guns going around. At the bottom, some warning stuff, and it is very simple. Not a lot going on there. Anyway, let's get into the packaging. Here's everything he comes with out of the package. Before we take a look at accessories, take a look at the figure itself. Alright, guys, and this is Dawson Model's second offering for a Yusuke figure. And the last one we got was pretty nice for what it was. It was the school uniform with, this classic, iconic green school uniform. But now we have one of my favorite outfits from the whole anime, and that is the Dark Tournament fit right here with the yellow tank top and then you have the baggy pants here. And yeah, this is one of my favorite looks of Yusuke, and we're gonna see how they pull it off here. So let's zoom in right here and look at that head sculpt. This is basically the same head sculpt from the previous Yusuke. The hair looks nice, and the face is pretty good. I would give them that. I still think the neck is kind of long, but I think that's just the Dawson body that they've been using. They seem not to have that many different body sculpts, and this is the one that they've been using, but this one works for Yusuke for the most part. And one thing about Dawson is that they use a lot of cloth goods here, so basically everything on him other than his shoes are cloth goods here. So the shirt here, it's kind of like a mustard yellow, a little darker than I remember from the anime, but it gets the job done. You see they even made like the little torn off sleeves there, which looks okay. My only issue here is that the material for the shirt is very, very thin, so I'm afraid over time it's going to end up fraying, and if this thing falls up against anything, it might end up actually ripping the shirt or something, because the material for this shirt is very, very thin. I think they could have tried to find a thicker material to use, but that's not the case. You come down here, you see the belt here. And that's okay as well, but I think they could have did it better. My issue was that the belt's kind of just flying in midair there. They would have put some bendy wire in there. That would have been a lot nicer. And it would have be able to weigh the material down. See how it's floating. It would put a little bendy wire in there. It would have weighed it down. Then you'll also be able to pose up the belt however you want to. But they didn't do that, unfortunately. And then you come down, you look at the pants here, they're okay as well. I like them. They actually even did he's kind of got like the little high waters going on, and they did that pretty well, I would say. And then you have the armbands here. This was not shown in promotional work, so I was kind of afraid they wasn't going to come with any armbands. I actually would have liked if this was actually sculpted, because these armbands look a little, they're kind of big, man. Like they're bulky, but they work though. But they're kind of bulky here. But I guess it's good if you wanted to customize this Yusuke. You can now. If you wanted to take all this stuff off and make kind of like the Yusuke with the t-shirt and the jeans, you actually have to find some tight 90s jeans to put them on. But you could actually take he didn't wear anything on his arms when he was fighting like that in the Sensui arc. And then let's go to the bottom here, and there's just some shoes right there. Little Stacy Adams you be wearing right there. They're really no real detail there, but that's kind of how they looked in the anime. And yeah, that is it right there, guys. That is basically how he looks. It's decent for what it is. I don't hate it. I think they did a really good job, better job on the green outfit. This one looks pretty good, but I feel like the quality is not as great as they did with the first Yusuke, but it's okay. Alright, now we're going to take a look at articulation here. So he has a double ball peg in the neck, so you can spin that thing 360, and a little rotational there. And then you have your articulation at the base of the neck as well, so you can look up about that much, look down about that much is really nice. And side to side motions, also good, very good articulation there for the neck. And then you have a little bit of a hinge here. So you got a nice little bit of a butterfly joint there in the arm, and then it can hinge up like so, about that much, and go 360, and you get pretty good motion there in the arm, so that's very nice. You have your cut right here, so your bicep swivel right there, which you can spin 360. Double jointed elbow, way better than 90. And then you have your peg here at the wrist, you can spin there, and it hinges that much that way. Well, actually very good that way. And then back as well, so very good motion there for the hinge there and the peg. And then we're going back to the torso here. We have an ab crunch. You can crunch about that much, is very nice, and to the back about that much. And you kind of see how thin this material is for this shirt. You actually can see, if you look real closely, you can see the gap here in the torso where the ab crunch is. You can actually see that right there if you look really good. But that's that. And then you got some motion here in the waist, so you can spin everything, and with the ab crunch you can go all around, so pretty nice motion there. There goes the shirt. But what I do like about the pants, that it has like some scrunchy stuff right there. It's very like reminds me of actual sweatpants, where it's like scrunched up here, and it holds the shirt down pretty well, so I give them that. The LAS can go out about that much, so you can kind of do pretty much do the splits. And he can kick up about that much, and let's see, kick back about that much. These pants being more baggy, I feel like it gives a little bit more than the original Yusuke, where those pants were pretty tight, so he really couldn't have that much motion without kind of giving you a scare. These are very, very loose. They're pretty loose, and I feel like you can get a little bit better motion in these, which works for, this is fighting gear. You have a thigh swivel right there, double jointed knee, gets better than 90, way better, can kick his butt basically. And then you have, go down to the ankles, you can spin the ankle around, and hinges up about that much, hinges down about that much. No toe articulation, man. I wish I could get that in these figures, but that's it right there. It's your usual Dawson model buck here. This is kind of like how the articulation scheme is for majority of their figures. Not too bad though, so it works. Gets the job done. Alright, so Yusuke comes with 5 different faceplates, all very unique. This is probably the best thing about the figure. 3 different hair sculpts, and then it comes with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different sets of hands, and then 2 extra accessories. But we're going to take a look at the faceplates and the hair first. So this is the first one. This is what comes out of the package. We've seen this head sculpt with the previous Yusuke. It is very nice, and looks like Yusuke to me, man. They did a pretty good job. The hair sculpt is very nice. Still love that they put like the little sheen gel little streak in his hair. That's very, very unique to Yusuke. And there's how the back looks. So they did that. This hairstyle is very nice, and they did a good job on it. And this is his second head faceplate, I should say, where he's looking off to the side. We've also seen this in the previous release as well. And this is where it gets fun and wacky, and this is where you get your bang for your buck here with this figure. These very expressive faceplates from the anime. It's so awesome, man. I love this one. It's probably one of my favorite ones that he comes with here. The whole kind of looking shocked, embarrassed kind of look here. So very, very 90s anime, and I just love it. They nailed this, man. I love this sculpt. And here's another great sculpt. Also very expressive, kind of the embarrassed look here with the 90s like upside down U, shut eyes, and the nervous mouth. Very good. And here is the final sculpt. Yusuke smiling. He's ready to fight. He's excited about fighting. Excited about, you know, doing something. Also very nice. And here is my absolute favorite thing about this release, and it's the fact that he comes with not one but two. This is the first of two of Yusuke's natural hair without the gel. He rocked this look a lot later on in the series between the Dark Tournament and beyond. And they did a really good job. This is just the first sculpt. There's actually two. And this is the first one that looks pretty good, man. So here, the bangs coming down right there. They're swept to both sides. And then the back, that's how the back looks right there. They did a really good job with this sculpt, man. I was wondering where they're going to include this look, and they did, man. Very awesome. And here is the third hair sculpt, which is very similar to the one I just showed you. But the bangs here are just a little bit more finer, and a little more thin, put together. The other ones seems to be a little bit more wild. And here is them both together just to give you a look or comparison between the two. So you can see they are different sculpts. At first I thought they were the same sculpt, but they are actually different. So there you go. Alright, now we're going to look at the different sets of hands. So this is the fist that coming out of the package. A pair of open palm hands. Here are a pair of more stylized open palm hands, for a little more action poses. A pair of grabbing hands for putting stuff in his hands. Hold them and grab them. And here is another pair of more stylized grabbing hands. And what's the Yusuke figure without spirit gun hands? So here is your spirit gun, aka ray gun hands right there. Bang bang. And now we have another sculpt of Pooh, so another Pooh figure. This one's actually different from the one that came with the original one, which was kind of like a more static pose. This one, he's actually running, and I appreciate that because they really could have just packed in the same Pooh sculpt that they did with the previous one, but actually made another one, and he looks pretty cool. So let me take him out of Yusuke's hand real quick, and give you another look of him right here. So yeah, that's how he looks. He's just running. Here's the back. Pretty cool. And his final accessory is a spirit gun. So it's basically the same spirit gun that came with the previous release. Put it on the stand. It's also provided with the figure. I'll show you that in a second. So this is how that looks if you take that out. So that's the stand that comes with all Dawson model figures. And yeah, pretty cool sculpt right there. Let me zoom in back on it. Clear. Translucent blue. Yeah, it gets the job done. Would have loved to have some kind of spirit wave accessory, but it's cool to have two of these. Alright, so I'm not going to do my usual size comparison because these figures are technically 7-inch talls and they're out of scale with just about any import figure you could think of, so he's not going to match up well with your Goku, SHF Gokus, and SHF any kind of crossover thing you want to do. He's not gonna. This figure's not really gonna line up with any of those. So I just put some of the Dawson figures that I have in my collection beside them. So here is the original Yusuke, the school uniform Yusuke, and Kuwabara, and then on your left hand side you have Rurouni Kenshin, so Kenshin Nomura. Overall, Dawson models Yusuke Urameshi is a great figure, man. Another great figure from their line. Obviously, I don't think anybody else is going to be making Yu Yu Hakusho figures at this point. So Dawson, man, they have had our back. They have had us covered here, and I think this is a great addition to that line. We've seen everybody done in their original costumes. Now we're getting to see them in their Dark Tournament outfits, which are my favorite outfits. This is my favorite Yusuke fit of the entire manga / anime. And I think they did a pretty good job with this. Obviously, like I say, I would like a better quality T-shirt. I don't know how long this T-shirt is gonna last. Because it is very the fabric is just so thin. I just wish it was thicker and there's a better quality with the shirt. I like the pants. Like I said, I had an issue with the belt. I would like to see that revisited with some bendy wire or something. But other than that, man, this is a fun figure. Is it perfect? No. It's still the same Dawson body molds they've been using. But it's fun, man. I really like that they gave us three, not two, but three different hair sculpts. Two of them being very similar, but it's one of my favorite looks of Yusuke with without the grease in his hair, man. His natural hairstyle. They nailed that pretty well. It comes with a lots of different hand options, and then you have Pooh and another blast effect. So I can't really can't complain of what they've given us for this figure. And these guys are on what these figures are only about $35, man. So very affordable. And man, they've been doing the thing, man. They've been pumping these guys out. They pumped this guy out and the Karama, which I'll be reviewing soon as well. Out around the same time, and I think they have the Demon Karama as well. And yeah, man, I can't wait to see how the Dark Tournament Hiei and especially Kuwabara, which is definitely my favorite look for Kuwabara with the white shirt with the bandana, looking cool. I can't wait to see how those figures end up turning out. But this one is a pretty good one, guys. So if you are a Yu Hakusho fan, you definitely want to have this guy in your collection. Definitely worth it. And yeah, guys, that is going to do it for this review. If you're not already, please subscribe to the channel for more videos and like this video. Also, hit that bell icon to get notified every time I put up a new video. And I will see you guys in the next one. Stay go, everybody. Peace.